Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 market predictions for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in 2023. Let's get started. Now, though I've done my research, remember that this video is for educational purposes only. I'm not a broker or financial planner, and as always, any trading or investing always involves risk. Also, please remember to like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much. Now let's go and get started. What are my top 5 predictions for 2023? First, I do believe that it's very possible that another cryptocurrency exchange will go down, similar to what's going on with FTX. Why do I say that? Well, if we look, Binance, for example, is the top cryptocurrency exchange in the world, with right now an average trading volume within the last 24 hours of $6.2 billion. Well, if we look, for example, at some of the articles and things going on with Binance. Now, Binance is the largest centralized exchange, but even Binance has been having issues. In December, there is an incident where $3 billion was withdrawn out of Binance within a 24-hour period, which caused a big issue and responses from CZ Zhao, the Binance CEO. Now, Binance has already been under a lot of scrutiny. For example, U.S. prosecutors have already been looking into Binance, and they've been thinking about filing criminal charges against several of Binance's executives, including the CEO. This is because of Binance not being in compliance with anti-money laundering laws. And so this investigation started in 2018. This, including the issues that happened in December, where $3 billion was withdrawn in a 24-hour period, on top of the issues with the collapse of FTX, have caused there to be a lot of uncertainty with Binance. And considering the fact that Binance is the top cryptocurrency exchange, and they're under so much scrutiny, and even Binance is still not in compliance, makes me think about all of the other top cryptocurrency exchanges. For example, Kraken or Coinbase. There's so many others that I'm sure are not as even stable as Binance. But if FTX can go down and Binance can experience issues such as with a withdrawal of $3 billion in a 24-hour period, it's very well possible that before the end of this year, another cryptocurrency exchange will go down. So I say all that to say is to be careful and do your research into which cryptocurrency exchange you choose. My second prediction of 2023 is that the cryptocurrency market will continue to go down in the first half of the year. This is because Bitcoin will continue to fall in the first half of the year. Now, all of the cryptocurrency market, or the majority of the coins and tokens, all follow Bitcoin's lead. So if Bitcoin falls dramatically, the rest of the market is dramatically affected. Now let's look at Bitcoin. And I use technical analysis. I don't use as much fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis is important, but technical analysis is what I use because the market can be analyzed through people's emotions, which is really shown on a chart. Now, if we look at the chart, and let's look at a 3-month chart, we see that Bitcoin, and this goes all the way back to 2018, 2017 actually, we see that Bitcoin still has more room to go down. And it will probably go down into this area right here, this zone. This zone is where a lot of buyers came in and they actually caused Bitcoin's price to break two highs, two highs. And so price will most likely come into this zone before going back up. So Bitcoin has a little while longer to fall. Now, why do I say that from a fundamental analysis perspective? Well, interest rates are still expected to rise. If we look, for example, at Bankrate.com, it says that the Fed interest rate is expected to rise at least another 3/4 of a percentage point in 2023, and is expected to reach a 17-year high of 5 to 5.25%. Now, we know that when the interest rate rises, cryptocurrencies go down. And this is because people are less likely to spend money and to invest when interest rates are high. So as the Fed continues to raise the interest rate, cryptocurrencies will go down. Now, my third prediction is that by the end of the year, Bitcoin will start to rise. And if we go back to the chart, my prediction is that Bitcoin will rise somewhere between $13,000 and about $8,000. So what will most likely happen is Bitcoin will come into this low rate, which is actually a wholesale price. This is a great range to buy Bitcoin sometime before the end of the year, and it will most likely fall due to interest rates and the situation that's going on with FTX, and all the uncertainty in the market will cause Bitcoin to continue to fall. It will most likely fall into this zone between $13,000 and $8,000 before buyers start to buy. And when it comes into this zone, it's expected that price will continue to rise again. So my prediction is that Bitcoin will go up after it gets in between $8,000 and $13,000. My fourth of 2023 is that Ethereum will fall, but by the end of the year, it will rise. Let's look at Ethereum. If we go to a 3-month chart, we see that Ethereum is not too far from its all-time lows. Its all-time lows were about $160. So if we look at the chart, we find an area where price came into a zone that actually broke this high. So this zone right here broke this high of $1,500. Now, I believe that because of what's going on with the market, because of FTX, because the Fed is still raising its rates, Ethereum still has room to fall. It will most likely fall into this range, but between $800 and $300 before it begins to go back up. I think it's more likely that it'll be close to $500, between $300 and $500 before it goes back up. But at the very least, it will hit most likely around $800 into this zone before it starts to go back up. So those that are desiring to actually trade Ethereum, I would wait until things settle out, and I would let it come down a little further so you can get it at the lowest price, and then I would buy it again somewhere between $300 and $800. Remember, those who are experts buy low and sell high. So we want to always buy as low as we can and sell and get out and sell high. Remember that. Now, my last and final prediction for 2023 is that there will be more cryptocurrency market regulations. Coindesk talks about how there will be more regulations expected from the U.S. on the cryptocurrency market. Not only will the SEC continue to look into other exchanges and other coins and tokens, but there's expected to be several different laws coming into place in 2023. Now, all of this legislation isn't bad. Some of it is actually very good and will help the market be so much better. For example, there's supposed to be legislation around stable coins. And what are stable coins? Stable coins are coins that are based off of a country's actual currency. For example, USD is based off of the US dollar. So it's expected to be a one-to-one exchange between the USD coin and the US dollar. Well, there are plans in place to possibly allow stablecoin issuers to borrow money from the central bank and to possibly offer insurance coverage from the FDIC for stablecoin issuers. That is great. That just makes the coin actually more stable and more legitimate. And so it'll be less likely that consumers and purchasers of these coins will lose their money if the coins are FDIC insured and if the issuers can borrow money from the central bank. So in my prediction, by the end of the year, the cryptocurrency market will become more stable. Even Europe is considering massive cryptocurrency regulation to make the market be more stable. For example, the EU has bills in place that will help to fight money laundering and money laundering acts and help there to be more corporate and consumer protection. So don't worry, cryptocurrency is not going away. It's just becoming more stable and more regulated, and that will only help the market. So again, my cryptocurrency predictions for 2023 are first, that one of the cryptocurrency exchanges will be in jeopardy of falling. Second, the cryptocurrency market will fall towards the first part of the year. Third, Bitcoin will start to turn around somewhere between 8,000 and 13,000. Fourth, Ethereum will start to turn around somewhere between 200 and 500. And fifth, there will be sweeping cryptocurrency regulation changes that in the end will help the market become so much better. Thank you again for watching. I look forward to seeing you on the next Crypto Team video.